Think of it as a guided sit-down where court officers help both parties hash out fair agreements without the courtroom drama. It saves time, cuts costs, and eases the strain on our already stretched courts, keeping cases out of lengthy trials. Justice Martha Alexander explains how this initiative will work and why it represents a major step toward a more efficient and accessible justice system.
Judicial Settlement Conferences, or JSCs, as they are commonly called, are structured, court-supported processes through which parties assisted by a neutral settlement officer are afforded the opportunity to explore resolution in a confidential and non-adversarial setting. A judicial settlement conference does not trump litigation, nor is it a substitute, but it works alongside the trial process to achieve a resolution that is fair and in the interests of both sides.
This bold initiative is being driven by Chief Justice Louise Blenman, who also chairs the Judicial Settlement Conferences Management Committee. She says Belize has made big strides in delivering justice faster during her tenure, but admits there's still a lot of work ahead to clear backlogs and keep pace with a country that's becoming more litigious. This is why she set out to recruit a team of the most respected legal minds in Belize to serve on the Judicial Settlement Conferences.
Just 3 years ago, the Civil Division had very severe backlogs. They were matters that stood in stagnation for as many as 9 years. And some judges had as much as 140 cases in their dockets. They were also faced with hundreds of appeals from the inferior courts, which further contributed to the backlog. To put it frankly, the situation was dire. However, I'm pleased to say that even without the same level of resources and support as the criminal division, the civil division, they have worked diligently in substantially reducing the backlog. Now we have developed a zero tolerance policy against delivering judgments, written judgments beyond 6 months. However, their workload still remains heavy as civil litigation has increased in Belize. Our judges are stretched thin. As you are aware, we re-energized civil mediation over the past 2 years, and this has yielded some results. However, it has not had the level of success that we anticipated. Nevertheless, we hope that civil mediation, and we envision that civil mediation together with judicial settlement conferences as valuable alternative dispute resolution tools would yield great results for the early determination of cases.
Chief Justice Blenman persuaded 10 of Belize's top senior counsels to volunteer their expertise as pro bono officers for the Judicial Settlement Conferences. Senior Counsel Rodwell Williams says it is a service the officers are all happy to provide for the benefit of Belize's justice system.
As settlement officers, we confirm our undertaking to assist in guiding parties towards an amicable settlement in appropriate civil matters with a view to promote efficacy, reduce litigation costs, and generally to ensure a more effective administration of justice in Belize. We also take it as settlement officers that our service is intended to be entirely voluntary without recompense. And I am confident and I trust that my colleagues are quite comfortable with that.
Chief Justice Blenman stresses that the bench isn't handing off its duties to settlement officers. Justices of the High Court will determine what matters are referred to the JSC, and those will be cases that have the best chance of being resolved by settlement.
We owe you a debt of gratitude. Your willingness to volunteer your time and expertise epitomizes the very best of the legal profession and is a positive symbol to the judiciary, the bar, and the wider public that one is never too important to put service above self. Concomitantly, I want to make it clear and to assuage any fears you may have as settlement officers that our goal is not to pass on the most difficult cases to you. You may breathe a sigh of relief.
Shane Williams reporting for News 5.